Hi, welcome back to Bobchi's Corner. We're in Bobchi's kitchen, my kitchen, and I just made a big pot of vegetable soup. I was kind of cleaning out my freezer of some diced peppers, onions, squash, cabbage. I still had cabbage in my freezer. Threw it all together with my garlic broth and a little bit of and some chicken broth or chicken bone broth that I made. So now I'm getting ready to take out the bay leaves, take out the I was gonna take out the chili pepper I put in here because I wanted just a little bit of heat in here, but I think I'm gonna leave it in and maybe add one to each jar. I am going to can all this up in my pressure canner so that I have this on the shelf for weeks to come. So while we get to it, come join me and let's can this up. So I'm only going to do 4 quarts. I'm going to do a small batch because I'm going to use my Nesco canner, and that holds 4 quarts. I like to use that for small batch. So I'm going to put the chili. I should probably only do I'm going to do half. I'm going to take. I want a little bit of kick to it, but I don't want it that much. So I'm going to do a half chili pepper into each. My soup is hot. And because it's hot, I'm going to put a spoon in my jar. And I'm doing this to prevent the jar from cracking from the heat of the soup. This is just a little trick I was taught by my mother a long time ago. So I use this method. If I'm using hot and my jars are not hot, then I put a spoon in to keep the jar from cracking. And I'm just going to ladle this in. I'm going to ladle the veggies in first. I'm going to debubble. I did not record an entire segment, which was putting the lids on, rings, and putting them into the canner. But I will be continuing with the canning the rest of the soup into pint-sized jars. So we're just gonna continue from here and not worry about what I didn't film, because now I will catch it while I'm doing my pints. So let's keep going. Now we're gonna debubble. This one dropped a little bit, or I didn't put enough liquid in. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Here we go. Got my paper towel with some white vinegar on it to clean the rims. Don't want any debris on the rims. They'll cause the cover not to seal. one that I'm reusing, which is okay. Or maybe two. I'm missing. I have to get another lid. If they don't seal, then I'll just eat them during the week. Just like with the quartz. I reused the ones on the quartz and they've resealed. Here's a I'm gonna put these in my canner. I'm gonna put these other ones in first, the regular jar mouth, because if I don't fit any, I'll use them during the week. That's better. So I got one jar I'll eat during the week. Close this up. And I'm going to do high pressure. My time will be 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts, so I'm doing 75. And I'll bring you back when they're done. Oh, I forgot to exhaust. I need to exhaust this. This will, once it begins, it's gonna heat up and it'll vent on its own. So I needed to exhaust that. So it vents on its own. As a timer, it'll vent for 10 minutes, then it'll beep. I'll come back and I'll seal up the regulator. And then the machine will automatically come up to pressure. Once it's up to pressure, the 75 minutes will kick in, and then it will begin the pressure canning. I thought I'd bring you back to show you that it's heated up, and now it is going to do a countdown of exhausting for 10 minutes. So it's down to exhaust number 1 or E1. Okay, so it's beeping for me that it's done with the exhausting, and now I need to put it to sealing. I have a 10-pound gauge on here. I have a green one that's 15, but for my elevation I use 10. And this will go on. Once it reaches pressure, this will start the timer of 75 minutes, and I'll bring you back when the canner cools down and I can remove the jars. So it has reached pressure, but for those that do not know and just got this machine or are using it for the first time, it will continue to vent, but it will keep it at the 10 pounds of pressure, or whatever pressure gauge you're using. But this is standard for the Nesco. It will vent, even though it is sealed. All right, it's off. It's been off. I ran out, and so this had quite a bit of time to depressurize. So the pin is down. So now I'm going to open this and see what we got. I hear them popping. Well, I just heard one pop. Let's see how can I, ooh. Oh, I gotta figure out how to get to it. I did it a little tight in here. So once I get one out, I can use this for the remainder. I'll use my handy dandy glove to grab one. Uh-oh, there, oh, there we go. I think the wide mouth jar kind of messed things up for me. So that's why I had difficulty getting them out. But now that I got a couple of them out, I can... See? Still bubbling. Bubbling. Okay. So once again, thank you for joining me at Bobchi's Corner and Bobchi's Kitchen, my kitchen, while I canned up some vegetable soup for to put on my shelf. And until next time, hope to see you soon.